Hi, I'm Tim Carter, AskTheBuilder.com, and just behind me, next to my left shoulder, you might be able to see a old outdoor shower faucet that I'm getting ready to replace, and it's got a really interesting situation going on. There's a 3/4 inch wood block that was installed by the original builder of the home. It wasn't me, and I want to show you all the mistakes that were made so that it doesn't happen to you, and you're going to watch me put in the new block. This is the single handle shower faucet. You might have one in your bathroom, but here in New Hampshire where I live, they have them outside so that when you come up from swimming in the lake, you can shower off before you go inside. But what happens is you have to mount this block of wood, it's 3/4 of an inch thick, against the OSB board that is behind this lap siding. And there's a piece of Z flashing right here that goes up over the piece of block of wood and up behind the siding. But look at this gap here. This is supposed to be caulked. Looks like it never was. And down here, you can barely see it, but the piece of wood was never caulked down here, and there's no flashing down here. We need to correct that. The first thing to do is to get rid of this old block and get it out of here. I've got the wood block out, you can see that, and what you've got here is some OSB and covered with some Tyvek. You know, that's what that white material is. It was nailed in up here and here, you know, in the four corners. What we have to do now is, my block is going to be bigger than the old one. Here was the old one. I need to make my block all the way over to this pencil line. So now I'm going to use a multi-tool that is equipped with a diamond blade to cut out and to, you know, cut along these lines here and then nice and flush along the top to get rid of these two pieces of siding. Let's do that right now. Well, the two pieces of fiber cement siding are out, and the only thing to do now is to remove the old valve so that we can put the new block in. And I'm also going to patch up, I'm going to put some tape and things over all these holes in the, you know, the weather barrier. And then you're going to see some really interesting flashing that I'm going to put in that most other people don't do. And that's the secret here. Wait till you see the next step. You're going to love it. Before we go to the next step, I want to really kind of explain something. Typically, when a builder or carpenter puts the block in, they just set the block in here and they'll caulk down along this edge and they'll caulk along the lower edge. Well, the trouble with that is, as you can see right here, if the caulk fails, water can get in here and it can actually get behind. I'm kind of trying to pull this siding out. This is fiber cement, so it's very stiff. But it can get down behind the siding. It can get back in here, and that's not a good idea. So it's really a good idea to fashion a little flashing that goes along the bottom here that acts just like the lap board. See how the lap board works? The reason lap siding works is because this piece of siding here, this part's been cut out, but you can see the top right here of the piece, this piece right here. So this piece overlaps this piece. So how cool would it be to have a nice little flashing here that came over the top of the fiber cement, came down onto here about 3/8 of an inch, and then the block overlaps the flashing so that if water were to get down here, it can't go back here, it's got to flow out over onto the siding. That's what you're going to see in the next step, and this is what most builders, remodelers, carpenters fail to put in. Okay, it's another day. I had to kind of stop working. It's getting close to dinner time. Let me show you where we're at right now. I've got the patch in. I got the old faucet out of the way. Let's take a look. Well, you can see the old faucet's gone. I plugged the hole with a new piece of OSB. I had to put some blocking back behind here, some 3/4 inch material, to be able to have solid material to screw the new faucet in here as well as over here. And here are the two holes, the new holes for the new faucet. And but here's the interesting thing. I've already put in the new little flashing, really unique material. This is thin stainless steel. I know that sounds crazy. That's what it is. It's easy to bend, and it has an incredible adhesive on the back. It's even stronger than duct tape. And you can bend it really easily. The link to this product is in the description of the video. If you want to buy it, it's really, really affordable. Really a good product. And I have formed it so that it not only comes up the back here, but it makes the corner and comes around here about the thickness of the fiber cement siding. And because I cut the material at a 45-degree angle, I was able to lap this piece on top of this piece. You might be able to see that. And that's what makes the waterproof corner here. So any water that were to get behind here can't get out. And I just lapped it down here, I don't know, about a heavy 1/4 of an inch. You're not going to peel that up. It's stuck there forever. And when the block goes on here, and this is painted, you'll never really see this. I mean, you'd have to bend over to see this. I've got another piece that I'm going to put right here. It's about 5 inches long to cover this gap. And of course, I did the same thing over in this corner. And I can then put other pieces of flashing up behind here, which I'm going to do all the way from the top here, where my finger is, all the way down over here and over this piece of siding back behind here, so that any water that gets in here is going to always flow out underneath this piece of siding. And this is nailed pretty tight. It's going to be pretty hard to do, but I can probably get a piece in here. At the very least, I'll be able to get a piece up here and then a piece behind this piece of siding here. So this is where everybody falls down. They just depend on caulk. I'm going to have a piece of flashing here, a piece of this stainless steel. And of course, I'm going to cover this whole area here with the stainless steel as well to fix this. And, you know, if any water were to get behind here, you know, it's going to roll down onto this flashing and then roll out over this piece of siding. And that's exactly what you need to do. It's that simple. So let's get it all done, and then you'll see what it looks like finished. Okay, it's all in. Everything is done. The last thing to do now is to put in the block and mount the faucet. And we're pretty much done. The only thing to do is to put the Z flashing in first, get that in, so that the block can slide up and in. So let's do that right now. Okay, I've got the Z flashing in. I slid it back up in front of the old one, the old piece that was there, that goes back up behind the siding. And so now we just have to put the block in and catch it underneath this lip, and we're really getting close to being finished. Okay, the block's in. It's all done. I'm just going to be putting in some stainless steel screws in the 4 corners to hold that in place. And once everything's done, we'll paint it, caulk these little bit of edges, because they look a little ragged, and it's all done. It's really simple. I hope that made sense. Really pretty a simple repair when you think about it. Just take your time. Just think what water wants to do. You just don't want it to get back behind that siding. So good luck on your project. And if you've got any questions, it's easy for me to answer them. Go to askthebuilder.com, find the Ask Tim page, and ask me there. I hope you enjoyed this video. I'm Tim Carter, askthebuilder.com.
If you want to discover more home improvement tips, go to askthebuilder.com.